Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the energies for the full moon that's occurring on February 24th, 2024. We're going to take a look at each life path number and the energies that may present under this illumination. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading where we'll look at your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. I'd love to work with you. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. Life path number 7. So you all are going to be working with the energies of the 14-5 as well as penguin energy for this full moon. So let's talk about the 14-5 first. So this is an interesting energy to work with because you have, of course, the 5 energy, which is about, the freedom seeker, the one who wants to experience life with all of their senses. And so it can be this big, fast-moving, expressive type of energy that pushes us to travel, to explore, to, again, enjoy the finer things in life. Through our senses, right? So this is about living life to the fullest. When a 5 cycle comes through, it pushes us outside of our comfort zone in a big way so that we can experience this life, again, to its fullest. But sometimes that can create, especially in a longer cycle, a moon cycle is not very long, so it might not be this intense for you. But, with a 5 cycle, because it's pushing us to sort of step outside, not even step outside our comfort zone, like literally like run outside of our comfort zone and just, release all inhibitions. We can kind of fall to 2 extremes. One is being, living in excess, right? Like overindulgence. And the other is being too restrictive, like having fear around expressing ourselves or putting ourselves out there or having that freedom and that independence. So we self-sabotage and put ourselves in a self-imposed prison. And that can be with, within the relationships, within physical experience, with our emotions, etc. So when the 5 comes through in a cycle, it's again pushing us outside of our limits, pushing us outside of that self-imposed prison to experience life to the fullest. And typically when we do that, it opens us up to greater awareness around not only our own life, but the lives of others around us, right? Other cultures, just life. And it can be, again, transformative and create some kind of change, which can be disruptive. So when we move through a 5 cycle, it can be a bit disruptive. It can feel like the rug is sort of being pulled out from underneath you in a way, and you kind of have to surrender and go with the flow and see where it takes you, right? And once wherever it takes you, then you learn the landscape and you build from there. But it's interesting because it's with the 14, right? And so you've got that strong 4 energy in there as well, which sort of refines this energy. It brings it back to the details. It sort of slows it down a little bit so that it's not so scattered, so that it's not so, such a big energy. It takes that energy and it focuses it. And when we focus our energy into something, then we have all of our energy behind us, all of our intention behind us, and we can truly create something very powerful with that. And the 4 creates sort of the systems, right? The plan, the perseverance, whereas the 5 brings the energy. So for you all, it's possible that if there's some area of your life where you've sort of been, either overly restricted because of fear or, again, that self-imposed prison, or overly living in excess, this 14 energy is going to refine that. It's going to bring you back to center so that you can get the most out of this 5 energy, which is still trying to get you to, find your joy and experience life with all of your senses, etc. But the 14 brings it back to a manageable energy where you can get the most out of it, right? So you could feel like you have this ambition or this drive and you want to do all these things, but you could also kind of feel like you're being held back a little bit. And really what it's trying to do is focus your energy. So, place your intentions and then focus your energy on that. And you can create things beyond your greatest imagination at this time. So it's incredibly powerful energy to work with, but it can be a little frustrating at times too, because it's kind of like a push pull, like an internal push pull of I want to go, go, go. I want to experience. I want to explore. I want to, et cetera, et cetera. But then the 4 is like, yeah, we can do that, but let's have a plan. Let's have a strategy. Let's, pace ourselves. And let's, not lose sight of our responsibilities and obligations. It's also interesting because with Penguin energy, this brings in sort of like 3 of Cups energy. So there's definitely cause for celebration around this full moon for you all. And it's kind of like finding your soul group. I just think of like the penguin where they take the pebble and they take it to the penguin that they want to build a family with, and give that pebble to the penguin. And it's really sweet. But it's interesting because like with Penguin coming through, it's almost like you're going to likely be pushed outside of your comfort zone when it comes to the type of soul family that comes in for you and who you connect with. It might surprise you, right? 5 energy is very progressive. It's unconventional. It does things differently. And so this coupled with 5 energy tells me that the people who might enter your life or who might re-enter your life, be open to what they have to offer your experience, because it's likely that it's going to be different. It's going to be progressive, and it might not make sense at first, but it's going to feel right. And that's what I would say to go with. Because there's definitely something here about celebration, soul groups, and time to focus your energy on those commitments, on those groups that, can sort of help you on this journey of life to get the most out of it. So beautiful energy, 7s. I like this for you guys. So hope it's a great one. Take care. Bye for now.